today I'm going to kind of be showcasing my design for a really simple and easy villager breeder. And yeah, here we go. So what I'm going to need is some oak logs and some glass and a button. What kind of button is that? Next on button. And then an iron door. And of course a dispenser. And once you get, oh, and of course redstone dust. Need all of this stuff. Very important. You're gonna build a little thing sort of like this, and then it's gonna come over here one, and then you're gonna do that, and then in the corners you can kind of do like that. And then it's going to go across 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or however many villagers you want to make. It needs to be at least 3 for this to function as an breeder. On game rule, do mob spawning. Oh. False. That should kind of slow all that down. I was using mob spawning for a different video. Okay. Then that. And then glass, and then only this top row gets to be glass. And if you want the villagers to have workstations, then they go down here. If you don't, which I'm just gonna make 2 lecterns, go right here. There we go. Then glass the entire back part of this. Oh, and put a piece of glass up there. And then glass up here. Just make sure mobs can't get in here. And then we're going to take some beds and then put in all the beds that you want. Just kind of go like that. And then this last bed, I'd recommend putting in the ground like that, just so that way you can walk in and not have to get bombarded by a bed. Then we're going to go to this block in the ceiling, getting, wait, no, we're going to go in like to about halfway, so right there. Put a button there, put in a door, and then put on a button. Let's see what a button there, power it. No, I think the button has to, no, not there. I think the button has to be placed on a block for it to power the door, yeah. Put a button up here, redstone dust that, drop down through here, excuse me, place in a dispenser, and then, yeah. Next we're doing pressure plates. Put them just like that. And finally, you actually need to get 2 villagers in here. You can do this a few different ways. I can show you a couple of them. One, you take a villager and some blocks of your choice, and you could build a little, put a block down that's in the middle of something like that, then place blocks all around it. Or, well, I guess you'd have a villager in here, so I'd recommend finding a different way to do that. So, but get a villager into between 4 blocks, kind of like that, and then you're going to take a minecart, and then some rail, kind of run it like that. And if you want to do that, you can. You push that around, and the villager will come out in the minecart. Because of the way hitboxes work. Another thing you can do is get a boat, and of course you would send this guy off on a minecart wherever you want him to go. You could send him off to Narnia if you wanted to. I guess Narnia has to be in Minecraft for him to go there, but you could send him off wherever you like, and he'll follow, and you can even push him along on the track. You don't have to use powered rail, just kind of walk behind him. If you grab a boat, and then you kind of push a villager to the boat, he'll jump in, and then you can jump in the boat, and you can do this, and it'll be kind of easy. However, I'm just gonna jump in here and put down 3 villagers. Oh, do that. Next, we're going to need to grab some slabs, so that way whenever they breed and have a child, the children won't be able to run out of that, because this is where our iron farm is going to go. If you really wanted to, you could make this design a little bit easier for you to get the villagers out of here. Like if you want to grab a villager, take a slab, a piston, a lever, and right here you're going to dig down 3, and then dig out 2, slab, or you can just make that the piston beam. It looks like they both fell down there, so as you can see, you actually don't need to even coax them down there. They'll just kind of walk in, because that's the way villagers work. I don't really want these guys down here. Villagers are just the most annoying things in Minecraft. So if you want these guys down here, then that's the way to do it. I'm also going to kill off these guys, but I need your spawn egg first. And then I'm just going to spawn in 3 of these guys. Now, we're going to get some wheat. And drag it across the top bar like that. Then with that wheat, you're going to put it in the dispenser up here. It can also be a dropper up there. It doesn't have to be a dispenser. And then now it's time to make the iron farm. To make the iron farm, you need to find a central point of the beds and place and dig out 2 blocks, and leave a block, then leave 2 blocks, then place, or leave a block and place a block. And then on this side you only want 1 gap, but on this side you're going to want a 2 gap, or double gap. So same over here, 1 gap there, double gap here. And then double gap here. Then these are all going to meet up. And then you're going to dig this one out. Some more. And then you're going to dig this one out some more. Then you're going to go down. I guess you're going to have to go down a little bit more than however many I did, because you're going to need to have a minecart collection system. I don't think I can place blocks under bedrock. No, I can't. So that's kind of, I didn't really think about that when I was making this design, so I'm sorry. But if you want to be able to, oh, that's 3 wide. I don't really need this to. You don't need this to be 3 wide right here. I'm going to explain the simple mechanics of this to you and how it works. And then, of course, you can always add in a minecart track underneath. I'll kind of build one and show you how that's supposed to look. Difficulty on normal, because I'm going to need a zombie here in a minute. I'm going to put that back in. So then, of course, below these magma blocks, you can put in whatever kind of collection system you do. I recommend a minecart hopper collection system just because that's a bit easier. However, for time and not having to create a new world's sake, I'm not doing that. This isn't going to be the most efficient iron farm, but it's one of the easiest to build. And it does have some pretty good rates. Next, you're going to take your cobblestone and your slabs. And then I'm going to put a block here. Or no, you're going to line your slab up with these slabs. And then you're going to go up one from those. So that way these slabs, no iron golems spawn up here on these slabs. They spawn on the outside of these slabs. Then you're going to get a zombie, and of course you're going to want to name the zombie or put a piece of armor on him. So I'm going to need an anvil for that. And you can name him whatever you want. And then place in a zombie. There we go. So now we're going to get a trapdoor. And place our trapdoors along like this. And then we're going to take some slabs. And place our slabs in like that. And then you're going to take your trapdoors and go back along. Come back along here. With your trapdoors, then you're going to want to come along this side with your trapdoors. Delete these two. Open them. Then come along here with your trapdoors. Open them. Then come along here, leave the back two empty, and open all these. And now whenever an iron golem spawns, we can make this artificially happen. He's going to see the zombie. He's going to drop. He's not going to be able to get to the zombie because of the slabs. And just for extra added protection, you can add these slabs in right here too. However, I do believe that he is unable to get to there from those slabs. And then, yeah, he's looking at me like, dude, you know you did this to me on purpose. And then, of course, if you want to breed the villagers, you dispense wheat down there. And the reason that this works is because he sees these trapdoors. Even if they're closed, he sees them as open, so he thinks he's able to get a little bit closer. But he's not. And then whenever night falls, so if I do time, or I'm going to do one more thing before I do make it night. And then down here, of course, you have your iron that falls as well as your roses. Now, if I get a magma block, and let me show you how this works, and I make a little 4x4, or a little, 4x4 cube, and then underneath it I put a minecart with a hopper. In fact, I'm going to make this 6x6 just to make this a little easier on myself. I get some rail, and then I get a redstone torch. Then I get an actual hopper. And I get a chest. And let's say I loop this minecart with the hopper. And I make a track that goes sort of around, just kind of like this. And then I put a redstone torch right here. And then, of course, I put in a hopper down here with a double chest underneath. I do this, and I give it a little boost. It's going to go in circles. I get some iron, and I throw some iron on here. The hopper minecart will pick it up, and it'll put it down into this chest. So you build like a large chain. You just kind of make it go in circles down there. Sort of, you make a U pattern, and then you make it go around, and then it keeps going around like that. And you make another U pattern over here. So you make a U pattern, and it hooks around, and it goes back to that U pattern. If you use enough powered rails, it'll just loop infinitely. It won't ever stop. And even if you want to make this more efficient, you can spawn proof back here by using some buttons. You go about 8 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you cover all this back here. Or to make this most efficient, you could build another one of those setups back here. And let's see, we can take this out all the way to like 2 past. So we do that, and we go like that. We go 2 past. Then we come back out to here, sort of like that. And then if an iron golem spawns, he'll always see the zombie. We can even bring it out 3 past, so that way we just get a make sure guarantee that anything in this area is most definitely spawn proof. And so whenever I set the time tonight, time set night, the villagers are going to try to sleep, but because of the way that they look when they sleep, they're not going to be able to sleep because they're scared of the zombie. And the iron golem's going to spawn because the villagers are scared, so they're going to spawn in an iron golem. And the iron golem's going to fall into the magma blocks and die. Eventually he'll stop jumping and it'll speed up. See him trying going in circles and figuring out where he can get up and where he can't get up. And of course, he'll die. Whenever he does, I said whenever he does, it takes a while to kill this guy with magma blocks, just magma blocks. One of these days he'll die. And then another iron golem will spawn in somewhere. Oh, and you should spawn proof the roof too. Golems can spawn in on these wood blocks, but they can't spawn in on the glass. So don't worry about the glass, just worry about the wood, because wood is a spawn block. So if we wait for it, there it is. Happened again, and it's going to keep happening over and over again. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more. Subscribing is free, and it just helps me, or it just lets me know you enjoy the video and the channel. This iron farm is really simple to build. I don't have like an exact rate, but yeah, it's really easy. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.